This is USVI News, your Virgin Islands connection.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for USVI News. I'm Emily Matson. A federal emergency management agency administrator visits the U.S. Virgin Islands to discuss the territory's hurricane preparedness and sargassum response efforts, as well as visiting several various project sites on St. Croix. Deanne Criswell reviewed ongoing response and recovery activities in the VI with visits to Government House and the Water and Power Authority's power generation plant on St. Croix. The visit was to get an update on recovery efforts from Hurricanes Irma and Maria. It was her second visit here as FEMA administrator. Criswell says visits like this give her the opportunity to engage with community partners to better understand the ongoing recovery mission. And as new threats emerge, like sargassum and the effects of climate change, FEMA continues to work closely with Governor Bryan and all the territory's agencies to move recovery forward in the Virgin Islands. She also visited the Juan F. Louis Hospital North on St. Croix for an update on the status of construction of the temporary hospital slated to open later this year. FEMA has obligated $111 million for the temporary hospital and $10.5 million towards work for the permanent hospital. Administrator Criswell is the second highest ranking Biden administration official to visit the USVI this year. A more than $9 million construction project to make a St. Croix road safer is now underway. The Clifton Hill Connector Road construction project is costing just more than $9.5 million. The Department of Public Works says work began earlier this month. It's a safety improvement project to correct the existing road alignment by eliminating the curve and improving the steepness of the grade. The roadway reconstruction will provide a dedicated right turn lane on the Melvin Evans Highway near the Container Port Roadway and would eliminate the shared right turn that currently exists. Construction crews will also do drainage improvements and install sidewalks. Drivers and pedestrians are encouraged to proceed with caution while in this area during construction. And we want to get you an update on the progress to demolish the Evelyn Williams Elementary School on St. Croix. Government House recently posted this video on social media of demolition crews hard at work. Demo started back on August 22nd, and since then, 2 buildings have already been torn down. We're told demolition of the school is proceeding well in order to make way for a brand new Arthur Richards pre-K through 8 school. Demolition is costing $3 million and is expected to take 4 months. This is the first school in the territory to be rebuilt as part of the new school modernization project. The demolition is the first phase of the project. The next step is finalizing the design, which you're seeing on your screen now, and then construction is going to start. A design rendering of what the new school looks like is quite impressive, as you can see. The entire project is estimated to cost $159 million. Construction is set to be completed in 2 years. We're hearing more now about a community business forum in St. Croix next week ahead of the next tourist season. As we reported, the forum's designed to engage the business community in preparing for the upcoming enhanced cruising season. The forum next Thursday will be held at UVI's Great Hall on St. Croix. Back in April, Royal Caribbean announced plans to increase port calls to St. Croix in the upcoming cruising season from about 50,000 passengers before the COVID pandemic hit to 140,000. It's certainly incredible and welcome news, and the governor's office wants to make sure the business community in St. Croix is planning and preparing for the increase in passengers. They're hoping this forum will help businesses do just that. The theme of this forum is reshaping the guest experience, and the conversation will address business opportunities, prioritizing customer service, the tourism infrastructure, and building a skilled hospitality workforce. In a promotional video, the president of the St. Croix Chamber of Commerce talks more about next week's forum. Take a listen.
This summer, our cruise ship partners announced plans to increase visits to the island of St. Croix during the upcoming cruising season. That's exciting news, but what does it mean for us? Well, now it's time for the business community, shop owners, taxi drivers, excursion providers, and foodie establishments to put together our best thoughts and ideas for crafting experiences that will make our cruise passengers want to stay, spend, and return. This is about all of us. On September 8th, the Office of the Governor, in partnership with Royal Caribbean Cruise Line and the Department of Tourism, will host USVI Business Forum 5 from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the University of the Virgin Islands Great Hall. Join us for a conversation with cruise experts about what passengers need and want when visiting our beloved St. Croix. Get some skin in the game and be a part of reshaping the guest experience. See you on September 8th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at UVI's Great Hall.
And for more information on the Community Business Forum next week, you can visit vi.gov.cbf for Community Business Forum, or you can call the number on your screen, 340-774-0001. Virgin Islands police have nabbed a second suspect wanted for the double murder of teenagers earlier this year. Detectives with the Criminal Investigation Bureau arrested this man, 25-year-old Ricardo Richards, on Wednesday. He's facing charges including murder and assault. He was wanted in connection to the January 17th murders of Odani Haywood and Johnny Ledesma, both 17 years old, who were shot multiple times while driving through Old Castle Coakley. Last week, VIPD arrested 27-year-old Ozani Cornelius for his role in the deadly shooting. Police say the victims were stopped and approached by Cornelius and Richards, who were both heavily armed. Cornelius with a handgun, Richards with a high-powered rifle, according to police. Police say the duo shot the teens along with other armed individuals who were on top of a building. They all opened fire on the vehicle. Police collected more than 200 spent shell casings at the scene where the teens died instantly. Anyone with information on this case is asked to call police or Crime Stoppers VI as the case is ongoing. Queen Elizabeth will remain in Scotland, where she's taking her summer break to receive Britain's outgoing Prime Minister Boris Johnson and his successor next week. The 96-year-old monarch traditionally holds audiences with outgoing and incoming prime ministers at Buckingham Palace, her official London residence. But Johnson will travel to the Queen's summer holiday home in the Scottish Highlands to formally tender his resignation on Tuesday. His replacement, two finalists in the Conservative Party leadership race, will also make the trip the same day. The Queen has been having mobility problems. This is file video you're seeing on your screen. And she had to cancel some engagements in recent months. The Queen has been served by 14 prime ministers during her reign. Johnson announced his resignation in early July. His Conservative Party is set to announce his successor next Monday. Continuing coverage now in the news, we first brought you Wednesday here on USVI News that the FDA has authorized new COVID-19 booster doses designed specifically to target the highly contagious Omicron strain, the dominant variant now in circulation. The hope is that they will be effective at preventing a predicted winter surge.
Newly formulated COVID-19 booster shots could be available in just a matter of days after the FDA gave its authorization Wednesday.
I will be at the front of the line at the pharmacy getting my vaccination. I'm very confident about this.
Pfizer and Moderna's updated boosters are known as bivalent vaccines. They combine components from the original vaccine with components designed to target the widely circulating Omicron subvariants BA4 and BA5.
The hope here is that by increasing the amount of antibodies we have to that particular variant, we will restore the kind of protection that we had when we first saw these vaccines launched, and hopefully stave off the coming wave of COVID-19 predicted by scientific models.
Moderna's booster is for Americans 18 and older. Pfizer's 12 and older. People could get either booster just 2 months after receiving their last shot of the COVID vaccine. But there is some criticism that the U.S. government is moving too quickly and without enough human data.
There's always a question here of being too slow versus too fast. And I think one of the challenges is if we wait for those data to emerge in human data, not just mice data, and human data, we will be using what I would consider to be a potentially outdated vaccine.
The CDC still needs to sign off, but once the modified boosters are available, the FDA says you can get them at the same time as your annual flu shot.
And it's expected those updated booster doses are going to start rolling out right after Labor Day next week.